We're in Wales.
Yeah.
We're in Trellech. Which is related to where we're at today. So what I would suggest is you stay with us. We're going to explore it, and then yeah, see you in a minute. Well, welcome back, everybody. Sophie's taken some photos. We're at Harold's Stones, and what's interesting about it is they are free, what is referred to as a type of pudding stone, it's called, which is like a conglomerate of like an amalgam, I'm assuming, of a different type of stone. I'm not really sure. Local what? Brown stone. Never seen that before. There you go, new to us. So the idea is actually that these stones actually give birth to the name of where we are, Trellech, because try means obviously free, as most of you would probably know, and Elec, I think, Lech, thank you very much, means stone. So actually the place name gives away where we are from what we're looking at. And this is Harold's Stone. So the mythic, you can hear the beautiful church bells. You can tell it's Sunday, by the way, where we're at today in Wales. We had to do this because actually the size is, well, I mean, so if you go, and we'll just have a quick comparison. So we've got, they're all in various different sizes and in various different positions. Yeah, yeah. So Sophie, again, you are 5 foot, 5'4". There you go, little one. And then again, we'll just go to each one so you get a comparison. They sort of go up in size, actually, don't they? From which one? Yeah. And then you're very large, which actually, if we've seen ancient stone circles before, this would actually be deemed as a phallic male stone, actually. There you go, Sophie. So, Harold's Stones, what was the origin of them? Well, there's a couple of rumours. One of the first ones is that these are the burial mounds of 3 ancient Welsh chieftains who died in a battle against the Roman Empire, Harold, who was associated with the Roman Empire, and that they died in battle. The second one is more to do with King Harold, Saxon England King Harold, and that these were the burial sites of 3, I'm not sure if it was actually 3 local, it wasn't chieftains, no. 3 soldiers, let's just sort of say. And then there's a final one which is called the Jacko Kent. Yep. And basically that's to do with the idea that he was a giant, and he threw these stones, and these are where they landed, all the way from a woodland, which I can't remember the name of, forgive me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we won't, forgive us on that one. But either way, they're obviously local folk tales, etc., etc. But the most interesting thing is that these stones give us the idea of, you can hear the beautiful nature in the background, by the way. They give us the inclination to where we are situated in this beautiful rural village in Wales. There's something else I was going to say as well about this, but I can't remember. What else have we covered? We covered the origin. Oh, that they are Bronze Age Neolithic. And that's really where they've originated from. And we know that they probably were more to do with that period of time because they were actually moved from. These stones aren't originating from here. And that they assume that obviously by carrying them on a series of logs, that's a rumour, etc., etc. It's probably the most common one that they would have used, like a series of rollers, to bring them here for whatever reason, which will still remain unassumed. What we do know is from our experience and from my love of this Bronze Age Neolithic is that these definitely look like, if you have an ancient stone circle, you would expect there to be a dominant central stone. We also know, actually, that was really interesting. Also, another thing to note, there might have been 4. Possibly. And that one is somewhere...
No, it was destroyed in the 18th century.
That's right, thank you very much. It was destroyed in the 18th century. Either way, from my point of view, from my armchair historian level and my love of this, it clearly, I think it would represent something ceremonial in Bronze Age Neolithic times. Obviously, Bronze Age is sort of like moving on. This is where really, as we look at it from a historical level, tribes, communities start really cementing themselves, you could argue. And obviously, then we start to see these barrow sites, as most of us would refer to, the more common barrow sites that most of us would sort of see. And I'm just surmising, by the way, please don't pick me up on it. I'm trying to make it as easy for everybody to understand as possible. But there's no doubt that there's got to be some ceremonial use for this because of the fact that they are just here. They've been transported, and we know that they date to the Neolithic Bronze Age. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. I mean, like I said, the height of them just... I mean, obviously, you've seen them with Sophie next to them. Don't do it justice. What do you think?
Just really bizarre, the fact that they're just...
I'm really impressed by it.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Say there's not sites like this in the rest of South Wales.
No, they said that there are similar sites.
Similar, but not
many.
But
not many in South Wales. And then there's a few that are probably on the opposite side of the
river.
Yeah, river in England.
Oh, there are.
Yeah,
so
well,
not
exactly.
really that far from.
We're not far away from England, really. Gloucestershire would probably be the closest, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm really impressed by this. It was weird because we drove past it and we were like, oh, I wonder how big they are. And then all of a sudden they're like, wow, okay. And you just see the landscape. I mean, we're literally, again, we're in a valley. We're in a valley within a valley because actually you can see we're near the Wye Hills, aren't we?
Yeah.
Wye Valley Hills. And then it's literally just undulates and undulates and undulates. And you can imagine that the speculation as to where these are and where these are situated. There's also locally around here, as we sort of saw, there's a few mounds. We know that there are burial mounds, Neolithic and Bronze Age, all around this area. So this might justify some significance as to why they are placed here. But either way, I mean, the size of them is remarkable, absolutely impressive. I think so. Well, we'll just take one more look around whilst we're here, and then we'll say goodbye. Come on. So that was amazing. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that one. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Worth it, wasn't it?
When you see about standing stones, you think knee height. These are
impressive.
Pretty
and when you think where they've had to probably travel from, even more impressive. Well, look, any more words of Phoenix history? Thank you so much for coming along with us. Thanks, Soph.
Well,
Final thoughts, we all good?
Feel good.
Because history
Great.
matters. Much love to all of you out there. Take care, everybody. And we, of course, see you all very soon. Feel free to spread the word channel. See you later. Ready? Cup of hair.